All right. Hello, hello, everyone. I'm Barbie Johnson.
And I am Tisha Winkler.
We're the Book Breakers. And today we have with us, running for mayoral candidate, Keith Scott.
Oh,
How are you, Mr. Scott?
I'm fine. Just getting off from work, so just
Oh,
trying to
okay.
rewind,
So, how was that traffic
relax.
out there?
So the traffic is okay. I mean, most of the snow's gone.
Oh, all right. That's what
Yeah,
matters. I'm
yeah,
glad. I'm not mad with anybody. All right. So,
yeah.
Mr. Scott, we want to jump into what made you want to run for mayor of Baltimore City?
Um, just I've been here for a long time, and
Okay.
seeing that nothing ever changed, and I don't think anything's going to change until
Mhm.
somebody actually do something very, very drastic to try
Okay.
to change it. So that's why, you know, sick of seeing, you know, every day somebody's dying or can't get an education, can't get a job.
Right.
Pretty much things that have been happening 40 years ago, still things happening today.
Okay.
So,
So, in essence, it's time for a change, a different voice, a different venue in doing things.
well, I mean, it's time for a change of everything. I mean,
Okay.
it's not. I mean, when people think about change, I mean, I really think. I mean, change is this is different. It's not the
Mm-hmm.
same. It's not similar. It's different. And the way things are, how people taking the being mayor for granted.
Okay.
I mean, so somebody's got to change it, and why not me?
Absolutely. Why not you?
Yeah, why not you? Well, actually, that was my next question, but I'm going to change it up just a little bit. The violence and crime has increased rapidly in Baltimore City. What are some resources that you're going to have in place for some young adults, teenagers, and children who need recreational activities? The reason why I was asking that question because I know how important it was for me growing up in Baltimore City. If I didn't have like the recreation centers I used to go to, like after school, or like different things. I used to play basketball. I used to be in like in the Girl Scouts. What are some things that you're going to put in place for the young people so they can get those skills and to just stay out of trouble in Baltimore City?
Well, I mean, believe it or not, I talk to a lot of young people,
Yeah.
and they pretty much said pretty much the same thing. Um, if I can't do something for them right now, they don't want to hear it. Um, since they feel that tomorrow is not promised, so they're gonna do what they want to do when they want to do it.
Mm.
So we really have to give people, children, young people, something to look forward to.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's like um, if you don't fear tomorrow, you just about do everything today. So these kids just don't have the strength to even or the will just to plan for tomorrow.
Hmm.
They want their fun now, and there's nobody going to stop them. So we got to give them a reason to actually want to be a part of tomorrow.
Okay. Did
Okay.
you have another question?
I'm not. I was asking that question because I'm gonna be truthful. I was a high risk youth growing up. I ran away from home for 5 days. And I know I look a little innocent now, but I was very concerned about that because even when I was going to high school, I'm 48 years old now. We had Commonwealth, we had the Futures program, which gave us like different learning programs. They used to take us out to like different college tours, and we just see so many young people even now we just see them drifting off, just doing other things with the drugs and the violence. And we're just ready for change in Baltimore City. And I believe that you can do it. And what do you really think that is the main concern that you really want to work on once you get in office?
The disconnection of people. I mean, survival of the fittest is pretty much not supposed to be. You know, you got a lot of people just surviving, there's no growth. You know, I'm like, I really feel the fact that everything's happening to people, well, mostly Black people in Baltimore, because simple fact, we was never capable of taking care of our own. I mean, we was always dependent on either government or businesses that wanted to give us jobs.
Yeah.
We was never put in that role of creator. So I mean, we live in hoods now that we don't know our next door neighbors. So we really don't care who is in the mix at all, because I mean, there's no neighbors there. There's no connection.
No
So-
one taking accountability for, you know, other people's children anymore. Like the community doesn't help the community.
But there's no communities.
Yeah.
It's like this here. You remember that? I mean, everybody grew up with Sesame Street.
Mm.
You know, who's the people in your neighborhood? Do you know the people in your
Yeah.
neighborhood?
Absolutely.
I mean, I used to know the people in the stores, the people, the little corner stores and stuff like that. Even know the cops, because the police station right around the corner where I live. So we knew the cops in the street. We knew who our next door neighbors was. I mean, I live in the projects. Well, pretty much, I know the people in my building, people who live above me, people under me, whatever, because I see them every day. But people in the next building, you know, we do a little nod and stuff like that, but we don't really know who's living next door to us, because, in fact, we're not connected in any way. Used to have a meeting, communities meeting together, talking about how we're gonna fix the schools, create jobs. I mean, a community should not have homelessness.
Oh no, it shouldn't. But how do you get rid of it?
Yes.
See, if you don't have, if you don't have nothing to lose, consequences is not it's pretty much not even a thought.
Right.
Okay, we only protect what we have to lose. We want to keep that. Like I said, without the power to discipline, you can't hold nobody accountable for anything they do.
Yeah.
So I mean, people always asking for accountability. Okay, I'm like, I did it. What you gonna do about it? So I'm like, if I have no power into disciplining you, I'm gonna do what I want to do when I want to do it, and this is how these kids is behaving today.
Okay, so how do you change that mindset?
Yes.
That's. It seems like it has to be a mindset change.
See, back in the day, you know, we was a proud race of people.
Yeah.
Because it was a spiritual thing, because we shared the struggle. We actually shared that struggle. Now, like I said, it's survival is pretty much a lifestyle now.
Yeah.
So we want to change that. Okay, we want to actually create neighborhood associations. And okay, since I've been doing this here, I've been to so many different community associations. That's pretty much 5 people in it, 6 people. I mean, the biggest one I ever seen, what I've been to, it was a bunch of people that's not us, but they covered a lot of territory.
Okay.
You know, so
yes, go ahead.
No, when you were talking about community associations, I know one that's very packed. It's called the Howard Park Association. My father is on that one, and they come together all the time. They go meet the Muslim community. They meet all the time. I think it's over 50-some people.
Yeah, but are they from the same place?
Not from the same place, but they're from the same neighborhood, like Forest Park.
Yeah, but see, we have okay. It's like we got organizations and stuff that's people from all over Baltimore meet together. Okay, that's a community. I mean, I'm part of I ride my bike. We got a biker community. But what we don't do is have neighbors helping neighbors creating something,
Yeah.
neighbors that's actually putting their money together and buy
Yeah.
property and bring wealth to your neighborhood. So you can actually use that money to invest in other things, bigger ventures and stuff like that. So see, those are neighborhood associations when you work together and create stuff. We don't have that.
You know what it sound like? It sound like the black what's that, the Black Wall Street back in the day
Yeah.
when
Well,
the
I mean,
community came together.
yes.
Yeah.
It's like we were afraid to. I mean, we know what happened to. We know what happened to that community. We got destroyed. But it's really I really think we were afraid to actually attempt it again.
You need to bring it back.
Well, okay. See, the main component in unity is profit. Nobody wants to be a part of anything that's not benefiting them. So I do have a plan to create neighborhood associations and turn them into LLC businesses. Then we show them or give them the property to actually develop and create wealth in their neighborhood, which they can actually create that wealth and buy more properties and stuff like that. So the people in that neighborhood will have wealth that they can invest in and bring home profit. I mean, can you imagine if we have 20 neighborhood associations, you combine them into a neighborhood association, and now the community is a community association. Now all the different businesses that's in your area that you've been supporting for generations can actually give back. Because mainly it's so much money it's so much money given to the Black community, but we never see it. Because it literally is nowhere to put it. We have nowhere to put it. So we use nonprofits as the go-to. And we know nonprofits pretty much got their own agenda.
Yeah, but it's part of that because our Black people are not really educated as to how they can ascertain their wealth, how it empowers them in their neighborhoods.
See, it's like this: everybody can't be a boss, but anybody can be an investor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be able to run the business, but if you have an invested interest in the business, you can have profit and the fact that you part of something that's bigger.
Okay.
I mean, it's like this here. You're a driver, right? Okay.
Not yet.
Well, okay. Can you imagine all the Black drivers in Baltimore just decide the fact that we don't want to buy gas in Raw Farms for 1 year? What would think would happen to Raw Farms?
Wow, we were just talking about that.
I mean, you could buy gas anywhere you want, but just not Raw Farms. Okay, Raw Farms will knock on your door and ask you, "How can I get this back?"
Yeah.
Okay. See, and with that, the other gas stations will get the point that we are a community and we need to be provided for. I mean, we the only people that actually support everything and ask nothing in return. I mean, we it's that secret. If you want to be a millionaire, open up a store in a Black neighborhood.
I need to open up the store.
We the only people that will support you, and we need to get nothing in return. See, we have to make people compete for our money.
Yeah.
And we can only do that as people.
Absolutely.
Did you see my website?
Oh yeah, we looked at it today.
You saw the illustration of the community?
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty much the guideline I'm trying to follow.
Okay. Mhm.
Okay, we have so many different buildings that need to be fixed.
Absolutely.
So if we could if we could actually give these properties to the community, they could actually fix these properties up and create that generational wealth that we've been looking for these generations. Something
Go
that they
ahead.
could
But
actually.
to go,
Okay, go ahead.
but to go back to something you see, it's still echoing about um. Wait a minute, my thought is leaving. Owning property. There is no reason for anyone to be homeless, especially here in Baltimore, with all these boarded up buildings. I believe that there was a program, might have been what, 5, not even 2 years ago, that you buy the house for $1 or something like that, and you help them fix it up, and they own the house. So what happened with all of that?
See, those programs pretty much people who buy the houses, they flip it, you know, and it does nothing for the community. It does something. It only benefits that person who bought the building. It does not do nothing for the community because, like I said, if I buy a house and I'm creating wealth for myself, I'm not creating wealth for the community that house is in.
Mhm.
I'm like that individual success is not going to help the community at all. But
I'd
Yeah,
like
but
to,
I
I'm sorry, I'd
go
like to
ahead,
ask a question.
go ahead.
but
When
if
you
the
were talking
community,
about the dollar homes, I know back in, it might have been the early 80s and 90s, my aunt actually bought a dollar home
Mhm.
on Broadway Street. And actually, they did invest that home and they bought that new home that they have now. So I know that even though those programs that helped them out to get them where they're at now, it did bring them stability in their income and it helped
who
the neighborhood.
who that community or that person who bought it.
The community and my aunt that bought the home.
Yeah, okay. Okay, your aunt bought the home?
She bought that. Her husband bought the home for $1. Yes.
Okay, she fixed it and she I guess she rented it out, right?
No, actually,
They lived there.
no, they lived there for like 10 years and they
Uh,
sold it.
Okay, so they lived there 10 years and they sold it. So
Yes.
that benefit your aunt, but it didn't benefit the community. See, if that community would have bought the house and rented it out, that community will be benefiting in the rent in the ownership of the building. Okay, that's how you create wealth in your community. I mean,
Yeah,
we
because
got. I mean,
I understand what you're saying, but just like when we see like the different people in the mayors at City Hall, I think sometimes they need to be educated too.
well, I mean,
Hello.
see, you gotta look at it this way. Okay, we know black people do not finance political campaigns.
Yes.
Hmm.
They got to get the money from somewhere, and in return they get favors. So if the favor is to destroy black communities, they're gonna do it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Got that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, these people in these positions, they're not chose. You never supported their campaign. You never So why would they do something for you for free?
Hmm.
Okay, those not your people in City Hall. They belong to somebody else. Put it this way, it's like this here. Baltimore City is mostly black people with a politician base, mostly black politicians. So why is black people suffering so much in Baltimore City and other side of town is so
Right.
prosperous?
Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, it's like a reverse Jim Crow.
Mhm. Mhm.
So we're gonna have to take the initiative and pretty much. I mean, power is not. It was never given. You have to take it. We're gonna have to take back the power
Hmm.
by, like I said, unifying and creating neighborhood associations that could actually benefit the people who live in these neighborhoods. And
Yeah.
I think, when you get people involved financially, people keep their interest more.
Right.
So
Okay, I have a question in regards to veterans and being a veteran myself. That's close to my heart.
Mhm.
About programs that say they help veterans, but in actuality they don't. They will
Well, I mean,
take your information, get your DD 214, and they get the money, and
yeah.
the veteran is still out there on the streets.
Well, of
So
course, we treat veterans worse than we treat anything else.
Yeah.
I mean, we can all the stuff veterans did, and they only get a day. It should be a whole month. You know, you got this month, but veterans only get a day because we don't even value our veterans that actually did made that sacrifice for us,
yes, yeah.
and we just treat them like we just give them a day just to think about them for a day, then forget them for the rest of the year.
Yeah, but how do you get them off the street? I'm just
Well,
saying, because
well, we have to give people a reason to continue other than survival. I mean, there's no growth in Baltimore City. There's just survival. We're in the same spot we was 50 years ago, all because we have no incentive to even do anything different. Because we rely on so many people that let us down for all these generations. Because, like I said, even
why
the
not retrain them or whatever they're missing so that they can get back into not the system of life, but into living life
well,
in a better condition.
I mean, Baltimore City. Okay, Baltimore City is pretty much infrastructure wise is it needs big work done. Okay, there's work out there,
Yes.
but who's leading that? I mean, we don't even use our own contractors. We use outside contractors that bringing people in to work in Baltimore City. We
And
have
they take
unions.
more wealth and going to another country.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We have unions all over the city. That's pretty much giving you training for free. But what we don't use is our union people. We don't use nothing but outside contractors to work in Baltimore City. So obviously, since people can't get jobs, they go to crime.
Mm.
Okay, I mean, I really feel that if we was able to take care of our own people, we wouldn't have these problems.
Mm-hmm.
I had a question. I'm sorry. I know we have a lot of questions, but we know me and Barbie. Well, Barbie used to be my teacher in the classroom. I was her assistant teacher. So, last time they kept saying they were gonna get the teacher funds from the casino, and we didn't see one. We didn't see $1. So, what are your plans that you're going to do when you get in the office for educators?
Well, like I said, without the power to discipline,
Yeah.
you can't hold anybody accountable for. Okay, all they do is throw promises at you because, in fact, you're not prepared to actually make them do it, or you're not equipped to actually say we want this or else. So they're just gonna just tell you about it, tell you they got it, and still not give it to you. Okay, it's a whole thing. It's a unity thing. Okay, we
That
have
was
to
city
we
code
have to
tomorrow.
put our issues together.
Protest. Hello.
Give me my money.
Hey, I mean, we still
There's
talking
power
about
in the unity of voice.
Yes.
yes.
Come on. It can
Well,
make a move.
it's power in the unity of action.
Mhm.
We could talk about it all day. Okay, but if we're not prepared to act on it, they're just gonna brush it under the table.
Yeah, the acting is marching. Come on. Protesting. Come on.
Well, I mean, if you can actually give me a
All right, then
event
get them
that
out of office.
protesting
Simple as that. I ain't gonna go.
protesting is only to bring attention to the situation.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what a protester does is bring attention. Okay, it doesn't force anybody to do anything.
Okay, when they start moving them out of the offices,
Yeah,
I believe something will be done.
how are we gonna do that?
Mm-hmm. They don't stay there forever. Vote them back
Oh, yeah,
out.
but come on, we recycle. Every politician has been recycled. We still, we just
Yeah.
recycling these people because some of fact, it's like this here. Okay, if I wasn't on your show, I wouldn't have been on no show.
Mm.
Okay, we don't get that media attention, so the mass majority of people don't even know I'm existing here.
Oh, well, they're gonna know you exist now.
Yeah.
The Bone Breaker Show.
Oh yeah, so like I said, I thank you for letting me
Go
on your show. But there's a bunch of us that's like I said, that's running that a large majority of people don't even know we here. Because we're not gonna be on that media on TV or got the money to do commercials.
Yeah.
But we do have a voice that people should hear, be able to hear.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
And I thank for
Absolutely.
shows like y'all.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yes, guess what? Well, as I was talking about the education part, and I mean, me and Barbie, we do work in the community. We are a voice for the community, and we know a lot of advocates that work with the homeless. So,
Yeah.
do you think that once you get in office, do you think you're going to have a partnership with some of the advocates in the community?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I mean, they like I said, they bring attention to the problem. Okay, once they bring the attention to the problem, it's up to us to solve those problems.
All right then.
You know what I'm saying? If
So
we can't
Christine
solve,
Flowers going to hear that one.
huh?
I said Christine Flowers. I know she's going to be listening tonight. She's
Oh
one of
well,
the
I mean,
top advocates.
Christine Flowers is a friend of mine, I could say.
Yes.
So I mean, yeah, she does a lot of good, but what she don't get is the support she needs.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm like, we could throw sandwiches at the homeless, but it's not solving the problem. I mean,
So we need the problem solved.
you know,
Yes.
it's the we
Fewer
need
people
we
on the
need
street.
that we need homeless eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
And since most of the homeless people look like us, it's up to us to change that. Because I'm tired of this depending on other people to take care of our problems.
Yeah.
Okay, until we're strong enough to take care of our own problems, we're gonna be suffering this whole thing all over again. Okay, we're not
So you
strong
have plans
to make
how
us
to
strong
solve
enough
those
to handle our problems. We gotta be strong. We gotta be strong enough to give that person a job, give that person someplace to live, educate our own children, fix the schools, because we've been asking to fix these schools for how long now?
Over 40 years.
Okay, and why is it not done? We had a whole pandemic. The kids was out of school for 2 years.
Yeah.
If they had any kind of opportunity, they could have did it then. But they don't want to do it because the kids that go, they look like us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not how long, but racism still exists,
It does.
and black supremacy is real.
Mm.
Yeah. That's major.
So, I mean, those are things that we never even address sometimes. Okay, because some of the fact, these black people who's taking the money to keep us down has got to be addressed. Because there's nowhere in the world you're gonna have a majority black city with a majority black politician base, and in the condition it is today. Okay, if it was the other way around, we'd be crying for races and stuff like that. But since it's black people doing it to us, we just say business as usual.
So it's basically genocide, us killing us.
Hey, you know, like, I mean, if you read my blog, yes, I do believe that we have our own people working against us. Yes. As Brandon,
Again, we need to educate our people.
Yeah.
well, I mean, we have a lot of. I mean, in Baltimore, we have so much intelligent black people, but what they don't do is work for us. Even
Yeah,
even
you
they
got that
even
right, but
Even they're in survival mode.
They
Everybody in
need to
survival
care.
mode.
Yeah.
Not just about themselves, but about others. Come on. You living in a community too. You living in some community. Come on.
Well, I mean, some communities different from some communities.
Yeah, we know
Oh
this.
yes.
I know you got. I mean, it's okay. You have in Baltimore. You have a Greek town. You have a Little Italy. Where's no Little Black? Okay, so we're gonna have to create that. A place that Black people say we proud of, and we want to protect. Any means necessary.
Okay.
Because I was just listening about all these different Black cities that was destroyed. I left a recording on your messenger. Did you see it?
Yeah, I did see it today. Yes.
I mean, I didn't even know Central Park was a Black town was destroyed to create Central Park. It's a lot of stuff we don't know about our own people, and they don't want us to know.
Exactly.
That's why information is power.
Hey, information is power.
Yeah.
And knowing the history.
And knowing our
Behind.
history. Well, we a soft target.
Yeah, I did have another question. I'm sorry. I know we might go over today.
All right.
I'm just so enlightened what you're saying here tonight. We just thank God for we have introduced quite a few people in the community, like Ms. Bazemore, Mr. Chris Urban, and one of the top issues we would try to address most of the time was rental assistance. I mean, even when I filled the application out, I didn't get one dime yet.
You know why? You know why? Because the most neglected people is the working people.
Yes.
We the one who go out there every day to try to earn a living, but we cannot benefit of nothing our taxpayer money is paying for. There's no reason why a person that's paying money mortgage got to pay water bill. Okay, it's nowhere in the world, but you got these big buildings and hotels is not paying anything, but the person who's struggling to pay their mortgage got to pay a water bill. Okay, I think that's ridiculous. And if I become mayor, it won't happen no more. And like I said, a whole lot of stuff. There's no reason for bike lanes in Baltimore. I haven't seen a bike in them lanes yet.
Absolutely.
I mean,
it's once in a blue moon.
Oh yeah, not in our community though. That's the thing.
No. See, these are contracts that was promised to people if they finance their political campaign. Okay, this is it's another example of, like I said, money talks. Bike lanes.
We need to talk over here.
So, I mean, we have a power working against us. It's the only thing we got to talk about is pretty much how we're going to stop this. Okay, I think we lived in oppression too long. We got used to it. You know what I'm saying? You know, we still bootless. How Martin said, we bootless people and expect to pull ourselves by our boots with no boots. So, like I said, we really do have to work together to make a difference. And a person who
working together.
It's not going to be a politician to do it either. It's going to be communities.
Yes.
That's going to take care of themselves. See, my job as being mayor is to strengthen you enough so you can take care of you.
Yeah.
Okay, a mayor's not gonna just sign everything away. All of a sudden, you have no problem. Okay, because we know city agencies the city agent not doing what they're supposed to do. But if our communities were strong enough, we don't need that problem. So I said, my job is to strengthen the community so they can take care of the problems in their neighborhoods and communities.
Okay, one other question. Ooh, that thing is so loud. Made me lose my thought. Okay. In your campaign, so to speak, what would your targets be for revamping the city? Problems in the city, tackling the
okay. Okay, like I said, most of the problems, like homeless, jobs, all these problems, it's been there. It's been there for generations and generations. It's only because we are not strong enough to take care of our own. Okay, if we were strong enough to take care, it won't be no problem because we will put our men to work. We will fix the school so our kids can get an education. It's all because they keep us so weak we can't take care of ourselves. But like I said, it's time for somebody to help you get strong.
Well, I had a question. Okay, so when the election comes up this year, how can the book breakers be on your campaign?
Say what?
I wanted to know, how can the book breakers get on your campaign and help you run for mayor?
Well, I mean, on my website, it's a part that if you want to get involved in my campaign, just fill it out and I get it, and welcome you to the team. That's, I mean, it's I can't. I mean, I'm pretty much. There's no way I could do this alone. I still need help. Okay, so I welcome anybody who want to help me, and like I said, I would not turn any kind of help away.
Got it. Thank you. I'm gonna get my badge next week. Keep that.
Well, my advice to people: start. No matter who you are, start yourself a neighborhood association.
Yes.
Go knock on some doors and start a neighborhood association, because that neighborhood association will become a business in no time, and that association will get a property, one of these buildings, these properties, so you can develop and create generational wealth in your neighborhood.
Okay.
So start these neighborhoods. So we have so many different businesses and stuff like that. I mean, look at Patapsco.
Right.
Yeah.
Patapsco is the largest group of Black-owned businesses.
Yes.
But where's that money going to?
Mm-hmm.
That money's all that rent is going to somebody else. It's not benefiting the community. So Patapsco Flea Market got so many Black businesses in their thing.
It does. Yeah.
They paying rent to Patapsco, and it's not benefiting the community. This is benefiting the person who owns Patapsco.
Mm-hmm.
See, but if the community own a building like that, they can break all those people home.
So you're actually talking about revenue.
Huh?
You're talking about wealth and revenue.
Yes. I mean, if we have to leave something for the next generation.
Right.
Okay, how you expect the next generation to do anything if we didn't leave them anything? I mean, our generation didn't leave us nothing. Look at the state we in. I mean, we talking about the kids as our future, but we're not giving nothing to them.
Absolutely. But that's what we want change.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, definitely gonna change, because in fact, because I can only start it.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna take the next generation to continue.
Yeah.
Exactly. To continue it, not stop.
Continue it.
And move forward.
There you go. That's the whole point. Growth. Okay. If we in the same position my father was in. We in the same. I mean, we still doing the same thing. We still hoping that other people do things the right way.
That's called insanity.
Yeah, doing the same thing over and over again.
Yes.
And expecting a different result.
But we constantly do. I mean, you have the mass majority of people not voting because some of the fact they never seen their vote work. So this is why I'm trying to get to these people, the people who didn't feel that it don't make no sense voting because nothing's ever going to change. This is why I said everybody can't be a boss, but be an investor. Be an investor in your neighborhood, and believe me, you will turn a profit.
Right. You have another question, Keisha?
No, I'm just so enlightened what you're saying here tonight. I did have one more question. And my question was, and we always ask this question, even though you're running for mayor, what are some things that you do on your free time?
What free time?
What free time? Well, okay, okay, I'm working 2 jobs to do this. So I don't have, I mean, I do ride I got a motorcycle and I'm a biker. I ride my motorcycle to keep keep the juices flowing. I mean, it's not like getting on the highway and just move. So that's pretty much my outlet.
Oh,
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
Yeah. So.
All right, Mr. Keith Scott is running for mayoral candidacy.
Well, yes.
So it was a pleasure having you on the podcast.
Yes, thank you very much. Can I say one more thing?
Yes, you can.
People who like what I'm saying, just share it. Okay. I have a website, Keith B. Scott for Mayor. Share it. Look at the video. Yeah. Look at the and if
repeat
you like
that again. That website.
Keith B. Scott for Mayor. Well, friends of Keith B. Scott for Mayor.
Okay. Friends of
Keith B. Scott for Mayor. Be my friend and share it.
Okay.
And share. That's the only way I'm gonna get out there, because in fact, like I said, these other news media is not gonna hear it, and I just heard that a whole lot of other people is running for mayor now. So, absolutely. I mean, so share it if you like the message. Share it, and support it.
Absolutely.
Like I said, we got what we want. We gotta support it. That's just that. We can't just wait for other person to do it and you benefit off the other people's work. We got to get into it and do it.
All right, that's absolutely correct. But our time has run out.
Oh. Well, thank you very much for letting me vent.
For sure.
I appreciate it.
Talk about the campaign.
Yes.
Yes. So I'm like, I do appreciate it. Like I said, without shows, podcasts, a whole lot of us not even get our word out.
All right then. Okay. But our motto here with the Book Breakers is we encourage you to accomplish your dreams.
Keep dreaming. I didn't say my name yet, though.
And who are you?
We are the Book Breakers.
I'm Barbie Johnson.
And I am Tisha Winkler.
Miss Winkler.
Yeah, Miss Winkler. We really appreciate you for coming on. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you. I do appreciate y'all ladies. Y'all queens.
Thank you.
Thank you.
See you next time.
All right.
Hope so.
Yeah.
See you in City Hall.
City Hall.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.